Hey folks! It's been a while. Games are getting postponed, players testing positive, coaches quitting, suspensions overturned. We're going to try to make some sense of all this right here on the OZone.
You're in the offensive zone, your place for Leafs hockey.
Hey folks! Welcome to the 20th episode of the Offensive Zone. We love the support, folks. Keep coming around. That's Coach, that's KD, I'm the Devo, and we're here to talk all things Leafs. My goodness, a lot is going on out there. Let's try to break some things down. We got, last time we talked to you was our tilt before the Blackhawks. They won a nail-biter. Then they went and beat up on the Oilers pretty badly. Still out on this Western road trip. Game postponed versus the Flames due to COVID outbreak. We've got a couple of Leaf players in the protocol right now. KD, what is going on out there?
Well, now it's going crazy again. So the world is upside down, and it's the Leafs have been facing it last little while. It's been next man up. Lots of guys going down, and now with this protocol, you don't know. I mean, it's not an injury bug. It's just you they call your name and you're out for 7 or 10 or 14 days or how many it is. So it'll be again, next man up hockey. Whoever's ready to go, do your best, fit in the lines. It actually, over the long run, it's probably good. You get different people playing with different people and learning the system. So you're probably, if we keep looking in the lens of being playoff ready, this is the type of adversity you go through, and you hope you're good. The real hope is you don't end up like the Islanders and play 5-6 games in a row with a depleted lineup and get killed every night. That's what you don't want. Yeah, but if you can cobble it together, hopefully it'll be good. I mean, I've been really pleased with the Kerfoots and the Simmons and the Cachets. Those guys have been filling the roster really well. And Scotty, you touched on it last time. Like, they're moving up, and they actually truly are moving up and down the lineup, and they're producing at all levels. We'll give the old DKI, I think, to Simmons, Mike's boy Simmons. Last game, I thought he was great. He was in front of the net the whole game. Really playing heavy hockey and got rewarded. So it's this is what we'll see going forward, hopefully.
Yeah, no, great point. And Simmons had a monster game against the Oilers, I felt. Coach, what's going on out there?
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I'm up in Collingwood, Ontario. That's the terrific lighting up here. So I want to make sure I mention that.
Candlelight? Is it candlelight up there?
Yeah. We got a fire going in the main hallway. So the whole league is just ready to go to shit. I feel like last year the league was way better prepared for COVID.
Right.
And it hit Vancouver, remember?
Yep.
But it didn't really hit like now, and there's no taxi squads, there's no nothing. It feels just poised on the brink of shutting down, which shuts down the Olympics and shuts down all of that. But I'm going to choose to look positive here. So I am up here in Canada, and that's great. And actually, got a chance to visit my grandmother today. She's 101 years old.
Wow.
So here she is. I brought her what every good grandson brings his grandmother, a box of Tim Biebs, which she said was lovely. And then here's a shot of us, the whole family around. Now, we're all wearing masks. I mean, my goodness, could you imagine if she got the COVID after we visited her? Like, I can't deal with that with the family, so we're all masked up. Anyway, she's a big Leaf fan, and between us, we've seen 12 cups. She's born in 1920. She has all 12 of them. Anyway, I'm hoping that we get to 14 here this spring. But who knows? The whole thing could shut down next.
Yeah.
I don't know, Devo. Can you make any sense of this?
I don't know. I honestly, I don't think. I think they're going to actually lose some games. I think that's the first thing that's going to happen. This postponement. I think we're probably going to knock 10 or 15 games off the schedule. I think is what's going to happen, which means you're probably going to have a play-in. Leaf fans will remember a few years ago. A couple years ago when we lost to Columbus in a 5-game series to play into the postseason. I think Toronto will be positioned such so they won't have to play in. They'll be high enough in the standings. But I think they'll have to play a team in because I don't think they'll get the full season in.
Well, I can tell you, let me take this. Leafs are thinking about winning this game. They played really solid against Vancouver, and yes, Bruce Boudreau's done a great job. His rant that kicked off that filming thing on HBO is unbelievable. Even for me, he dropped a whole bunch more F-bombs than I could even imagine. Go look at it. This is a PG podcast. We can't get into it. But for the Leafs, they got to finish this road trip, get home. It's next man up. They're missing 3 really key players. And like you say, there's probably more. But it's next man up, or is it? So here's where I'm going with this. Got into Toronto yesterday and was driving around, Mrs. Coach and I, and Mrs. Coach was kind enough to take some shots as we're tooling around town. Here's one of Scotiabank Arena. That was nice to see that. My sister-in-law, her sister lives down by the Ford Performance Center. That was pretty cool. So got a chance to see that, and also drove up here to Collingwood through Orangeville, Ontario. Here's the Orangeville sign, and Mrs. Coach snapped this picture, and I was thinking about this, and I was looking through, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, there's something hanging off that Orangeville sign, and you can see it here. I put the arrow to it. So we zoomed right in, and what's on that sign? Here's a poster. Nick Ritchie. He's missing. He is. He didn't even make the trip.
He didn't even
Where
make
is
the
this
trip.
guy? Why are we not hearing about this on Twitter? So I went back and zoomed in on the other pictures. Here's they got the same poster up at Scotiabank Arena and at the Ford Performance Center. If you see him, please contact Sheldon Keefe. Where is this guy? I mean, he's had opportunities that he hasn't taken advantage of the whole time, and now we're all banged up. No one knows. He just wasn't feeling well. He didn't make the trip. Someone's got to dig in here. Don't make the coach, go and burn my contacts and dig in. Somebody in the thousands of people that are in Leafs media, where is this guy? That's what I want.
Yep, it's a good point. KD?
So we have lost guys. The guys have gone down. One person who's come back, though, who might be more important than them all is Mrazek. So we have the 1B or the second string goalie back ready to go. And I think it's going to be really important going in the new NHL, depending on what COVID does to it. And we saw little bits of it at the very end of that stretch there where it looked like Campbell was a little tired. Didn't play his best. Mentally, you just get drained. Like, you play that much hockey, especially as a goalie, it's hard. Now you have the ability to put your 1B goalie in, let your goalie get rejuvenated, and look how good Campbell was when he came back. If the season gets condensed and they get to the end and they're jamming games together, having 2 goalies that can win games is absolutely essential.
100%.
And I think so. I think this is that it's great news. Hopefully neither gets hurt, and we can go through a real long period of whether it's spaced out games and or jam games together. They're both getting in there. Allows Campbell to keep his head clear, his body healthy, and Mrazek is a good goalie. He's been a good goalie his whole year, his whole career. So I'm expecting him to be solid, and I think it could be the real game changer going down the stretch.
Yeah, it's a good point. And just to throw another bit on there too, they lost their captain to the protocol, but they're getting a leader back tomorrow night as the league has reversed their stance on Spetz's suspension. And And, I mean, that's a role player. I'll tell you right now, you know who's going to be playing top 6 minutes against Vancouver? It's going to be Jason Spezza. He's going to be up there on one of those wings. I can pretty much guarantee it. He might even play center on the second line. So you can expect, I think, Simmons and their fourth line's going to be in the top 6, pretty much, I think. Let's maybe change the subject a little bit. We've got the northeastern part of the continent staring down another wave of Delta variant, and of course Omicron's coming on strong. We're going to get some canceled games. All that, not what we really want to talk about. Maybe we should talk about something that happened earlier this week. And KD, why don't you take this one?
Yeah, so close to Coach and I's heart, a little Greek restaurant up in North Toronto called Karbouzi. It's Greek for watermelon, and they've great little restaurant, and they've always sponsored our men's league hockey team from really decades. Maybe 30 plus years, and we always go back there. They treat us really well, actually. If you take a look at this picture here in the front left there, Nick. He's owner, bartender, and right winger. I guess fourth line right winger his whole career. But you bring the food and you pour the drinks. You get to play guaranteed. And he's always been good and always been loyal. And so we go back. We have a big Christmas party every year. Now the coach and I have both been replaced. If you look at the picture for the youth movement, which is fine, it happens. We're okay with it, and but we're still invited to go back to all the parties. We had a good bender on Wednesday, lots of food, lots of drinks. They were good enough, the players, to sign my jersey. Just I've gone through my health issues, so I no longer play, but they've kept me near with this, which was nice. I think maybe Coach got a new jersey too, and if you look up on the walls up in the bar there, they have all the team's pictures of, and so there's a couple here buttes of us when we were young and had all our hair, and it was dark, and we were a little thinner and a little faster, but those were great times. So it's every year it's been good. I actually will be remiss if I didn't also show the lovely Christmas gifts that Coach gave Devo and I. So we have the Maple Leaf logo on these tumblers here. We have the Devo here and KD here. So cheers to Coach.
Cheers,
being
Coach.
in the Christmas spirit, and it was great. A great night. We missed Coach by a night, which unfortunately came in, but many a day we've been up at the Karbouzi bar with lots of good folks, and I'm proud to say that tradition is going. The young guys are there. Their game stinks now too, but their post game is great. They're going back there and doing what's important. So if you have a good post game, your beer league career can last for a long, long time.
All right, guys, we are burning it on both ends here. We're going to run out of time pretty soon. We're going to have to get into predictions. I'm going to start with you, Coach, tomorrow night.
Yeah, so 4-1 win. Vancouver, they can't keep going. Just like in our streak, we knew it was going to end. Vancouver's ends. 4-1 win. Matthews scores. Just get back to Toronto healthy, and we'll figure out next week.
Yeah, I tell you, if you look at the numbers, Demko's been keeping this streak going. They still give up a ton of chances. This Leafs are the wrong team to give those chances to. It's going to be a bit of a track meet because they're playing better. I'm calling 4-3 Leafs, 34 scores, 24 scores.
All right, I'm throwing mine out the window. I'm actually going to say Simmons scores and Spezza scores, 4-2 Leafs. All right, there you have it, folks. Everything you need to know about your Leafs. We love having you here, right here